Hello, brothers and sisters, and welcome to the Chronological Read Through the Bible. And today we are starting in Job chapter 19 and reading through chapter 21. Again, we're still in this whole dialogue between Job and his friends, and Bildad had just finished confronting Job again, still basically saying, it's something you've done. You don't know what you're talking about, and you have had some sin in your life as to why God is bringing all this to you. And I know this just seems repetition. It's like, my goodness, as I said yesterday, it's time to invite these friends to leave. But Job responded to Bildad, and basically this time he just says to them that their words are tormenting him. Their words have now, and their challenge has become another obstacle that is before him. And wow, just can you imagine the pain and the anguish? There's the pain and the anguish of his children having died, having lost his property, and now having lost his health and his wife. And now it's like he's lost his friends too. Because instead of standing there with him, they continue to chastise him, continue to come after him. Job said that if he had done anything wrong, it was something that he had basically done himself alone, meaning he hadn't done it to somebody else. And he's I think at a loss at this point, because he's hearing these people all say, you've done something. And at this point, he's probably thinking, well, what have I done? What have I done? But what I wanted to really focus on today are these few last verses of chapter 19 in Job. And I just want you to think of what he is about to say here. And we're going to start at verse 23. So verse 23 of Job chapter 19. Oh, that my words were written. Oh, that they were inscribed in a book. They've been. That with an iron stylus and lead they were engraved in rock forever. As for me, I know that my Redeemer lives, and that the last he will take his stand on the earth. Even after my skin is destroyed, yet from my flesh I shall see God, whom I myself shall behold, and whom my eyes will see, and not another. My heart faints within me. If you say, how shall we persecute him? And what pretext for cause against him can we find? Then be afraid of the sword for yourselves, for wrath brings the punishment of the sword, so that you may know there is judgment. But think of the powerful word, my Redeemer lives. This is before the Messiah walked this earth in incarnation form, and yet he says, my Redeemer lives. And he is looking for that promise of the Messiah to come. And look at his heavenly hope. He has heavenly hope. So here's this man that these great calamities have befallen him, and he still has his heavenly hope. I really hope and pray that you have that heavenly hope, that assurance of your salvation, of where you stand with God. Do you believe that your Redeemer lives? Can you confidently say that in the midst of the great storm? I know I talked a few days ago about, are you built on the rock or are you built on the sand? And I just want to encourage you, build your faith on the rock, on Christ. That does not include a system of works. That is not works based. It's not what good you can do. Because again, this is the mindset. This is the problem that Job's friends have. They are in a works-based religion, because there's anytime you say, well, this person is now has all these calamities coming upon them because of something they did. Well, that would say that there's something you can do good to keep those things from happening. And it's like, even among the faith-based preachers, how many faith-based preachers are there who they preach all this thing of that you're sick because you don't believe enough, and yet then they end up having their own health issues, whether it's cancer or a heart attack, and all of a sudden it's their faith-based isn't with the same fervor that it was before, because, well, they're perfect, right? I just want you to make sure that your faith is built on God's Word and a personal relationship with Him alone. Well, brothers and sisters, I do hope that you have had a wonderful day, and till tomorrow, God bless.